Welcome to the Brie Pod. I'm here with Ashley Scanlin, mom, wife, the boss, and entrepreneur.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming or
I'm so
joining.
excited. I know, right? I'm, when you asked me, I was like, oh, this is so exciting. I love this kind of stuff. So I love sharing all my info and helping out other ladies.
Oh, I'm so honored to have you here. I've been following you for like a while now. I love your boutique. I love your confidence. You come in very confident and strong, and I think that's beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. I try. It comes from a lot of years, you got to have your own self-love. We all have our days where we're not feeling so cute or not so confident, I guess. But you just take the good with the bad. So I try to make the best out of everything. And I love empowering women. That's like my thing. That's why I'm in the business I'm in. I always want to make people look good, feel good, all
Uh,
that good stuff.
I'm so happy about that. And what I love too is that you wear a lot of hats. Like,
Yes.
and can you share what those hats are that you wear?
Well, okay. So first off, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and then we do own a few businesses. So I own Strut Boutique, which is a women's clothing store, which I've owned for going on 5 years. And then we also own a recording studio called Mudman Studios. So we stay really busy with that. We did own a trolley company, Vintage Trolley Co. So it was like a limousine company. So I stay very, very busy.
I love that. And you're a realtor,
Oh
which
yeah, and that. Gee, how can
you
I
forgot.
forget? Thank you for reminding me. And I
No,
am a realtor, and I love it. I love it because I love, again, like with fashion, I love looking in people's houses. Not, it's kind of like a nosiness, but I love like they're decorating. I love getting tips. I love like around here, there's so many older homes. Like I just it I like again making people happy, finding their dream home or whether they're first time home buyers or buying their cottage on the lake. It's, very rewarding, that's for sure.
so you're a true boss babe. Like hashtag
Yes.
boss babe.
Thank you.
I
I'll
love
take
that.
it.
Yes. So tell me or tell us about your story. How did you get into fashion? Boutique.
All right. Well, I've always had a passion for fashion. I've always liked a lot of patterns. I've always liked to kind of go outside of the box. I've never liked to shop at like big box stores because I never liked wearing what everybody else had on. That was like my biggest pet peeve. It's like, okay, what's different? What am I not going to wear the same as 20 other girls, whether it was at school or, going out wherever. So that's where it originally came from. And I had started out small. I started out online probably 10 years ago now. My first boutique was Bella Boutique. And I started with that. And I decided when I moved up here, up north from North Carolina, that I needed, to open something. It was kind of random, actually. I said, okay, I'm going to get a job for a few months because I had just had my son. And then I changed my mind and was like, nope, I'm opening my own business where I can bring my son to work with me, not have to worry about it, make my own hours, and do what I love. So
I love
it's
that.
going strong. Yeah.
It is. And what's cool is that because it is in person, you're styling people right there. But
Yes.
also, of course, there's your online as well still.
Yep.
Which
And that's really like where it came at. Like, I love the online part of it, but it's not face to face. Like, styling was my number one thing. I love to make people feel good on the inside and out. And it's just, I get them to try something that they wouldn't normally pick. If they're going to Kohl's or a big box store, you tend to go for your same colors all the time, the same styles. I'll let you pick out stuff that you like, but usually I throw in a few that I'm like, I've seen how stuff fits on you now. This is going to look bomb. So, and usually they pick, honestly, I can say 90% of the time, they'll pick out stuff that I pick for them. So that is always rewarding.
yeah, that's like a gold star.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. And then I wanted to ask on the business side of owning your own business or businesses in your case,
Yeah.
what are the misconceptions that people may have about that?
Probably the number one thing would be that how much money you're going to spend. Because I went in to my first business thinking I was just going to spend a certain amount, and in the end, it totally doubled. Pretty much with all three of our businesses that we've started, you always have a goal in mind, but something comes up along the way, or you just want to, like we were talking about, like have the next latest and greatest things. There's always those missing things that you forget to add to your list that it adds up pretty quick. Or just also working. People think it's going to, like a certain business is going to be easy to open. That's not always the case. They're all a lot of work.
Yeah.
So you got to be ready to put the work in for sure.
Definitely. And with that, like, what kind of advice would you give for, like, say someone's wanting to open up their own boutique and they're worried, they're nervous that is it going to be successful? Like, am I going to be okay? What advice would you give that person or people?
Right. Do your research depending on where you're going to open it. So I will say this, down in Raleigh, I was able to sell stuff for a little more expensive because of where it was in Raleigh. The economy was a lot better there. Here, I had to change my market. I had to change which wholesalers I was buying from. So I would definitely do your research in which area that you want to open it up in. I would, whether you just want to do it online or you actually want a storefront, shop around. I looked at like probably 15 different places before this one actually just popped up. My son was 3 weeks old and it happened to be next to the bar that my dad played at, and a for sale sign went in the window. So I got lucky with that one. And I never even went, it wasn't even on my list. And then just budgeting. Budgeting is everything. People, I've learned how much I can spend every single month. I know when buying season is, like a lot of people, there's markets that you go to. A lot of people don't know that, there's markets in Texas and Atlanta and Vegas and New York City. You want to get to know the different brands. You want to go and feel stuff and like see them in person. Photos are very deceiving.
Yeah, that's true.
So that is like your biggest thing. I learned the hard way. I would get stuff that the sizes were not the right sizes. They weren't the same shade. So you definitely want to get to know your different brands and spend the money to go to the different markets and get to know your vendors and save up. Save your money and market. Marketing is everything. Put yourself out there. I always say, whether somebody's talking good or bad about me, it's good publicity no matter what. And it's okay to laugh at yourself. I can dance around and be silly and stupid, but hey, you're watching. So that's all that matters.
Yes, and you do have such a strong social media platform. And honestly, just with the podcast itself, I've been kind of taking notes like on consistency I've been seeing with yours. So I'm like, okay, I need to be consistent and get out there.
You do. So I actually go on. So just so it's not like a hassle, or if something comes up during the week, every Sunday, I plan my posts for all my social media platforms. So I don't have to do it daily. And really all I have to do during the week is check for, messages or comments or whatever. But I plan out my content for the whole week and pre-publish it so that I'm not like, oh my gosh, I forgot to post today. So it saves time too in the long run.
Thank you for that tip. That's really awesome.
Yes. I post 3 times a day, and look at your Facebook and Instagram. You can look up the best times to post at. So again, do your research. That's what it is. It's a lot. The little time consuming things, but they make up for it in the end.
Yeah. And with that, like, with your feedback, how do you feel because I know that's a lot of work. You put in a lot of your heart and soul. But what do you think about the aftermath, like the receiving?
How rewarding it is.
Yeah, the rewarding. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very rewarding. I love, when different girls are out, like I have different clients, whether it's with my boutique, they'll know that other girls bought different clothes from my store, or they'll ask them, or they'll say, hey, I saw you here, like little things like that, or people will compliment the other people. That is rewarding to me because they look good, or they'll send me a cute little selfie and I'm like, you can just see it in their face that they feel super, super cute. As far as like a house, when people are, buying a house and they just enjoy the experience with you, you want them, it's a big purchase. So you want them to feel like they're at home and they're comfortable, and don't want to feel like a car salesman. I feel like a lot of realtors are very pushy, where I'm like, I don't want to, it's not a part-time job. It's actually something that I enjoy. You know, I do it just because I love it, not because I have to do it. So I think that's why it's more enjoyable to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's,
sure.
wow. I love all that. Now I have this, before I ask you one more, the question, as you know,
Yeah.
do you love Pinterest? I feel like,
Okay, so this is my thing with Pinterest. I do it what I get in like these different times where I'm on it all the time and then I'm not. So like when we were buying house hunting, I was on it all the time for decorating ideas and stuff like that. When I am looking for like different things to order for my store, I'm definitely on there for that. But I try to stay off of it because I get on the tattoo one and I just want to look at tattoos all day. So I have to limit myself to Pinterest. But yes, I do love it. I think it's a great platform. It's just addicting.
yes. I just had that vibe that you're like about Pinterest, because I mean I love Pinterest too. I'm on
Yes.
that. I have like probably albums that I will not actually do.
Yes. My husband's even on Pinterest, if that tells you anything. I send him ideas and then he's like, you know, liking stuff and putting them in different categories. It's
Oh, I
funny.
love it.
Yeah.
So then the next part is, what advice would you give for the, like, if you were to style someone, what advice would you give them? Or picking out clothing, what would you give them?
I would tell them to dress for the body they have, not for the body they want, and to not worry about sizes. Women tend to have a number in their head, and whether they lose weight, that number's still in their head. Whether they gain weight, it's in their head. I always tell people, how about you try one in the middle and we work our way up or down, because women, especially, even my husband, because he gets stuck in like, I wear a medium t-shirt and then sometimes I'm like, no, no, that looks too big or too small. And all brands are different, so you got to kind of try them out. But yeah, just try it. If something that you like, whether it's the color of something or a pattern of something, just try it. It doesn't hurt to try it on. People are very funny about certain things. They think stripes are deceiving. Honestly, it's like an optical illusion. So it really depends on the shades and how far apart they are and all that kind of stuff. So I always just say, try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
I love that.
That's really my best advice. I'm going to throw a little, extra pieces at them anyways. But yeah, go out of your comfort zone.
Yes, I think that's awesome. Um, and then with that, like, what mantra do you have? What is your mantra to yourself or in general for your businesses?
Oh gosh, I don't even know. What would it be? Is that like a slogan?
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Okay.
quote
Okay.
or a slogan.
I'm like, okay. I'm trying to think. I don't even
I
know
know
what
it was on the spot.
It was what?
I said it was on the spot. I didn't put
No, you're good. I'm trying to think though. I don't even know what it would be. I I don't know. Now I have to think about this.
That's okay.
Honestly, if it was random, my whole thing would be work hard, play hard type thing.
I love that.
Something, but a little more feminine
Yeah,
and classy. Classy, yeah.
that's
But
like
yeah,
great.
I'm pretty simple.
Well, I love that earlier when we were talking before we came on here, you were saying that you're kind of like, I believe you said like kind of like a tomboy in real life, but then you're also a glitzy glam kind of gal.
Yeah. So like on a daily basis, I'm with my 4-year-old. We're always barefoot. We're always outside. We're very outdoorsy people. We're on the side by side or at the lake or, like I don't get dressed up very often. So if I do, yeah, I go all out. It's the more jewelry I can wear, get my hair done, do my makeup, wear the most, loud outfit that I possibly can. I definitely try to dress up anytime I can. When you're a mom, you get food on you all day or something in your hair, your kids got something on. It's never ending. So yes, I love it. I love to play dress up any chance that I get.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So where can listeners find you on the platforms?
Well, I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, sort of. I am on Pinterest, sort of. I'm more on there looking than I am posting. And then we do have our website. So my website is on all my platforms, that all the links are on there. So yeah, I'm all over there.
Perfect. And that's Strut Boutique.
Yeah. So on Facebook and Instagram, it's actually Strut and then BTQ. So if you are looking online, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming on to my podcast and sharing some advice and tips and your story. I love that you wear so many hats, and your personality is just infectious. I don't know if that's a good. I'm trying to think of like the perfect word for it, but like it's a good thing.
Oh,
I mean,
I take that as a compliment. I will take it.
Okay, that's good. So yes, you have such a beautiful personality, and I'm so happy that you came onto this with me. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yes, I'll have to bring you back and we can talk about more styling tips and tricks and such.
Definitely.
So before I go, I have affirmations, which I'll have you pick between a number of 1 and 3. My affirmations are brought to you by Peace of Mind with Allie. If you chose number 1, I hope you find peace in all that you are and all that you are becoming. If you chose number 2, when I zoom out of flow, the parts that overwhelm me, it's easiest to give myself grace. For those of you that chose number 3, when I choose to be here now, I allow joy to wash all over me. With that, you are loved, you are worthy, you are cherished, and I am proud of you. Until next time on the Brie Pod. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.